Hello there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, a WWE Star, former champion in fact, is frustrated with his role.
Will The Rock work WrestleMania 41?
Got potential spoilers on a big match not planned for WrestleMania.
And spoilers on Survivor Series as well. I'm Adam Wilborn.
We are the Spoily Boys.
And it...
Oh!
Still getting over it. Is the news.
So, need some diesel in that gas tank, brother. It's been a long 2 weeks.
Sinus infection. What a holiday.
What a great start. Right, let's kick this one off by talking about the WWE Star frustrated with his role in the company. And I'm not talking about a bun or a barm or a bap or whatever you call the bread device. Yeah, cob.
That's what we call it.
He's not upset at bakery products. He's upset with his position in the company. I'm talking about Montez Ford. Frustrated was the word that he used. But he's done an interview with the Daily Mail where he says...
They don't know. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I mean, it's trash, but yeah.
He was just kind of talking about how WWE is doing his dream job, but at the moment things maybe aren't so great. So I'll just read these quotes. For me to sit here and go like, how it's going, it's all good, so that would be a lie. There's always pleasure in doing what you love, what you admire, what you've dreamt of, what you have goals in and what you have passion for, but it doesn't get to the sense of, get to the sense of frustration where anything you try to accomplish in life, where you may feel like it's either taking too long or it's been too long or nothing's happening. He's got some more stuff here. It's good, very open stuff from Montez Ford. I'm not going to lie and say I don't sit here and watch all the comments and everything. I watch everything. We're not in conversations when it comes to top tag teams. I'm talking about the Street Profits, of course. We're not in conversations when it comes to anything wrestling related beside the fact of getting handled by the Bloodline, and that doesn't sit well with me. So, as well as it is going in terms of it being my dream job, it's enjoying as it is frustrating. I think if there's anyone in the company who should look at their position over the past, 3-4 years and go, I should be getting a bigger slice of this pie, I think it's Montez Ford.
Yeah, I completely agree. And this isn't just to do with them, winning the tag titles again or whatever like that. I think Montez Ford has been primed for a singles push, and this is nothing against Angelo Dawkins, who's brilliant and really leveled up in recent years as well. It's Montez Ford.
Yeah.
We were saying before we came in here, like, what was it, like 2021? I always remember the pandemic. WrestleMania! Yeah. I'm just going to dive onto the... There's no one there. Yeah. Not in terms of to catch him and in the arena. But yeah, he's someone who's felt like he deserves a singles push for quite some time now. It felt like maybe the alliance with Bobby Lashley might be a sort of way of doing that sort of thing, and then obviously fizzled out into absolutely nothing. I think Montez Ford easily could be a major singles star in any big company, to be perfectly honest. And I can understand his frustrations as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's often a bit harsh on Angelo Dawkins, isn't it? Because he's great. Like, he rules.
We're not in the old Vince era of, like, Montez Ford gets pushed and Angelo Dawkins gets released.
Yeah, exactly. There's stuff you can do whereby one guy goes off and does this and one guy goes off and does this, but they're still a unit. They don't have to split or anything silly like that. So like I really like it when people feel this confident in their position to be able to talk about their position in the like Becky Lynch has always been great for this. Like if stuff's not going well in her eyes, she'll just say it. She don't fluff it up with no silly media training or whatever. So shout outs to Montez Ford for his candor. I think that, look, from the moment these guys kind of burst on the scene in NXT, Angelo Dawkins had been in NXT for like 5 years, something like crazy. They'd done all sorts of like really short-term things with him. I remember at one point he was like skipping to the ring wearing a backpack and like and glasses and stuff, and it was like, what is this character? But then him and Ford come along. They pair them together. Ford's got the cup. They're making their entrance and everything. They're awesome. They're really great together. For me, they should be one of the centerpieces of the at minimum the tag division, if not higher up. Ford rules. Dawkins rules. They should, definitely there should be more on the table for these guys.
Absolutely. I think whatever they're given, they always knock it out of the park. It felt weird when you found out how long it had been since they held tag gold. Relatively recently, they talked about that, and you're like, wow. Because whenever they're in action, there's always a spot at least that you're just like, that's incredible, and it's usually Montez Ford doing it, but Dawkins as well can truck dudes.
It's good. They've got such a good dynamic because Ford is really good at the faster, flashier stuff, whereas Dawkins is a monster, like a physical beast.
That Mania spot sticks with me.
Yeah, he's really quick as well, and he's not just some like lumbering powerhouse or whatever. They're a really great team, and both of them deserve more than they're currently getting.
Yeah, fingers crossed this is the catalyst for a bit more of a push for both of them, but particularly Montez Ford. Right, let's talk about The Rock. We're going to be doing so for the next half a year, basically, it feels. On the road to WrestleMania 41. The latest update from the Wrestling Observer newsletter says that the Rock working WrestleMania, he's still not committed at this point. Two people who they said they talked to two people who would know, and one said there is nothing set, and the other said Johnson is not scheduled. But, as I say constantly with this, you would say that if you want to have The Rock and the road to WrestleMania not spoiled too much.
Yeah.
I feel like it's nailed on. He's going to work Mania next year.
Definitely. Dwayne's going to do whatever he wants. He's going to wake up one morning and go, this is what I'm doing for WrestleMania, and that'll be the program. Doesn't matter what Paul Levesque has planned with creative and Cody and Roman and whoever the heck else. The Rock will wake up one day and all those plans will have to go in that basket because he's higher up in the company than Triple H.
I like the fact we're going to say, he stepped back for WrestleMania 40 by only appearing in one main event. Actually appeared in both technically, but only working one main event of the 2 nights.
Yeah, absolutely. He's I love him. You love him. He's your favourite wrestler ever.
By the way, I'm very clueless about this sort of thing. I've sort of been out of the loop, and being away has allowed me to catch up on loads of things and have a nice little break and stop watching wrestling, to be perfectly honest, for a fortnight, which was needed, if I'm honest. Do it. It's really good for you. I'm excited to be back. Sorry, The Rock is in a new film where he saves Christmas with a giant polar bear and J.K. Simmons is in it. Shut up and take my money.
Gangster, I mean.
Red One looks class.
It doesn't look class, or does it look...
I don't know. It's all about everything. It's Christmas, The Rock,
watch it.
polar bears.
Yeah, I'm still going to watch it.
Big three. The big three for me.
The big three, the Mount Rushmore. That's got 4.
Polar bear going to work Mania? That's the question Dave should be asking.
The Rock versus the polar bear. Oh my God. The only man who could probably deliver a rock bottom to a polar bear is...
I hope he won't do it because I don't think they're on the same side, but... Ooh, dropping the Grinch with a rock bottom. Another reason to watch Red One. We haven't been sponsored by them for this, by the way. It's just genuine passion.
That Grinch film is unhinged. He's such a crude and rude dude. That Grinch, isn't he? What a sausage.
But yeah, he's going to work Mania, because they're not going to say, yeah, he's working Mania.
And I'm going to wear my Final Boss t-shirt and scream myself hoarse from wherever I may be watching WrestleMania from. Who knows?
Yeah, well, indeed.
Who knows where that'll be? Who knows what
maybe in person.
I heard Las Vegas is really nice.
Oh yeah, mid-April, 420 specifically.
Yeah.
So it looks a good place to be.
Let us know in the comments if you've been to Vegas in April.
Where we need to go.
Yeah, tell us about the Luxor as well. That looks really cool. I can't believe the Egyptians built a pyramid in Las Vegas. What's going on there?
You think it's the Egyptians? It's aliens.
Bailey maybe. So who knows? Right, let's talk about Gunther and Goldberg. Not currently planned for WrestleMania. You'll be relieved to hear, perhaps. So, it was broken over the weekend. WWE announced it themselves. Goldberg's getting a retirement match next year. Perfect. I think it's appropriate to give him a big retirement match. I know it's Goldberg. I know some people will never... And I understand why people don't want to watch Goldberg in this day and age. Don't get me wrong. But I love him, so I'm happy. But it's probably not going to be Gunther, and it's at Mania, at least. This is according to Dave Meltzer, Wrestling Observer Radio. So there's no word on when they'll do this Gunther Goldberg match. There was word they might do an angle at Crown Jewel. Obviously, that never happened.
Yeah.
They are working towards that at some point. So maybe that will still be the retirement match, but it's not going to be that combination of things at Mania.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I wonder if they'll just do his retirement match in Saudi Arabia so he can get a massive payday.
That could be it,
Yeah, that might be
rematch with Taker, run it back.
Yeah, the classic. Or maybe like an Undertaker hologram might be a bit safer. You can't hurt.
I think it'd just be Goldberg versus Adore, to be honest.
The classic.
Yeah, like you say, I know not everyone's going to be too jazzed about this, and I saw Pollard talking about it over the weekend when they announced he's going to have a retirement match. But I think it merits a bit of fanfare, and I think it's a good thing to do. I think you should need to work out what you're doing with it and not be too slapdash with the booking of like, he beats Gunther. Does he really need to?
Yeah.
Like, you probably go out on your back on your last match, and I think Gunther beating someone like that would be great for him. Not that he needs it, but along the way, it would be fun to have some Goldberg squashes.
I would put Braun Breaker over him. That's what I would do.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Battle of the Spear, if you will. I think that'd be good. And
I was going to say he could beat up some of Braun Breaker's friends, but he hasn't got any because he just kills everyone.
Yeah, he's a badass, man. I think that would be really good, and it would be like putting over the next guy.
Yeah.
That's a good way of doing it. Obviously, there are certain situations like Sting's retirement match. He won that, and he should have won that.
Yeah,
all depends on the circumstances.
Yeah. But I think it's the right decision, maybe not to. I think Gunther Mania. I don't know. This feels more sort of novelty, and I feel like Gunther at Mania always should be just doing big things.
Big match.
Yeah.
Tony D'Angelo. That's why I've done that.
Cena?
Ooh, versus Goldberg.
No versus Gunther.
I was going to say that'll be a contest to see who the balder man is. Cena versus Gunther.
No hair versus sort of hair.
Yeah. Trying to hold on to having hair. Cena versus Gunther. Theoretically, it's good. In practice, I think John Cena is absolutely cooked. So I don't know. I'd like to find out.
It's going to be a very interesting 2025 with Goldberg's retirement and John Cena's as well. But let's turn our attentions now to Survivor Series. We're on the road to Survivor Series now. Crown Jewel is out of the way, of course. And another update from Dave Meltzer here says that WarGames at Survivor Series is going to be a 4 versus 4 match rather than a 5 versus 5 as it has been in recent years, which, looking at the way things are playing out with the Bloodline and the new Bloodline, or whatever you want to call them, makes a lot of sense. I think there was speculation from ourselves earlier on in the year that maybe bring in Hikuleo, maybe The Rock's involved in it. Looks like it is going to be your team of Solo, Jacob Fatu, who's still just incredible, by the way. I love him. Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and you would assume Roman, Jay, Jimmy, and Sammy?
Yeah, for sure. They've been teasing some Sammy stuff. I've read certain things that will hurt people's enjoyment of stuff, so I'm not going to do spoilers or anything like that. But 4-on-4 makes sense instead of because The Rock's not going to work it.
He'll come out at the end and go,
yeah, final boss. He'll just stand there with his Muhammad Ali title. That is totally real.
Yeah. Biggest belt in the company, mate. That and the Crown Jewel belt.
That was so funny, that promo after WrestleMania. I was like, no.
Oh, yeah. Can we announce The Rock for WrestleMania? I'm saying about in terms of officially. Can we announce The Rock at WrestleMania soon so we can get to the Instagram promos, please? Oh,
gosh, yeah. I need that era. Bring that era back. Oh, my God. The last one he did after Bad Blood, it was so crap.
Chaotic.
It was so good. He said nothing. It was 10 minutes. He said nothing.
I think I saw the only good bit of it on Twitter where he said he was cutting a promo on Dusty Rhodes on the side of a van.
Love you, hate your son.
Yeah. The rest of it was just I can't hear you, Dwayne.
Yeah, some music starts playing and it's he cannot hear a thing.
But his whole, you start flipping, crying. He didn't say flipping, but it'll be good because first day back and all that.
He's a dirty boy.
He's the best. But yeah, 4-on-4 for Survivor Series, that's good. You don't need any other people.
No.
You could have crowbarred Cody in there, but you don't need to. He's got a lot of stuff on his plate anyway.
Agreed. And I would also only do one of these WarGames matches. I just don't think there's a big, believable, natural woman's story to fit in there.
No, and you can still, I always get annoyed that they don't do more of the utilising both rings.
Yeah.
I know they obviously set matches in one of the two, but have spots where, I don't know, Bianca Belair hoists someone into the other ring or something like that, but you don't need 2 WarGames matches, it's overkill.
Agreed. Just book another couple of women's matches on the card to compensate for not having the...
Yeah, exactly.
It's totally fine. But hey, thanks for joining us on today's. That went really smoothly for a first video back. Good stuff.
Chaos in the afternoon. Yeah. Afternoon's coming later.
Yeah, we're going to do some BS all over the place. And if you like this video, check out this one right here. Hey. It's really good. And so are you. Bye.
Bye.
See you later.